Don't watch me, watch Nolazine TV. It's the best video ever and subscribe to it.
What's up? My name is Gregoire Tillery. I'm the owner of We That's New Orleans' own chicken and shrimp.
How did you come up with your name of your restaurant?
Well, I started on a food truck, and the way I came up when I was thinking about the name of the food truck was what can kind of resonate with the city and what I kind of represent. And you know, it's for me, it's always a together thing. It's always, you know, how can I help the next person out or whatever the case may be. And so then it was just something that, you know, I was just like, man, you know, everybody in the city say who that. So then, you know, when they think about what it is that I got going on, you know, say we that. So, you know, it's just the movement is strictly targeted and directed towards like the togetherness of everybody.
When did you begin your business?
I started my business in 2013. I started on a food truck, was working in corporate America, and they did like a company-wide layoff. They didn't lay me off because I was fresh out of college. I graduated from Tuskegee University. Like I said, it didn't affect me, but it affected me mentally and in my heart, like knowing that they laid off people that I know and that I was close with that had been there for years. So right then and there, it kind of resonated like I can't depend on this corporation to put food on my table and put a roof over my head. So that's when I came up with the idea of starting a food truck. What
all items are on your menu?
All of the items that we serve on our menu, our number one item is wings, list of wings. We got Wazam wings, which I named after my girl, Super Scent. We got our Parmesan wings, I love that, the garlic Parmesan. We got the lemon pepper, we got the sweet heat, we got our hickory barbecue, we got the sweet chili, sweet teriyaki. So we do that, we do the wings, we do something crazy with the fries, we do the loaded fries, the bacon cheese, the jalapenos, the ranch, topped off with our own personal seasoning line that we have that really is the secret ingredient to all of our food. Shout out to my brother Chef Will Jones, who I teamed up to come up with to do the blend. We do catfish and shrimp, big old pieces of catfish, big old jumbo shrimp. We do shrimp wraps. The wrap is absolutely amazing. We do chicken and waffles. We do quesadillas. A lot of stuff that I serve now, I was serving back when I was on the food truck. We've expanded. We about to start doing nachos, like fully loaded nachos, something that I did back in the day. About to introduce the boneless wings, about to introduce, we got our own burger, chicken sandwich that we about to introduce. So we do quite a few things. We also have daiquiri machines now, so got a few daiquiri machines. We got the Mount Zion, which I named after Zion, shout out to the Pels. We have the Pina Camara, named after my boy Alvin Kamara. We got the Freezy F Baby, which is named that after Drew Brees, the GOAT. And then we got the Purple Rain, which is, you know, basically named after the restaurant. So that's my landlord. Yeah, you keep on going, keep on going. What's up? How you doing, young? I'm doing an interview. You want to come get in this or no? So that's my landlord, man. Shout out to my brother Young. Love that man to death. So literally just took me under his wing. So man, it mean a lot to me. So this space right here, man, it's gonna be my first drive-through. So this is gonna be absolutely amazing. This spot hasn't really been touched since Hurricane Katrina, 2005. So yeah, my bad. My bad. So
you're fine.
And I said the Purple Rain, which we named it after the restaurant. Or you can say we named it after Prince, you know what I'm saying? However you want to do it.
Yeah. Let me know, how many employees do you have?
I'm averaging between 7 to 10 employees per location. We have a food truck in LA, and we got, say, close, over 30, close to 40. You know, it's the Big Easy, so yeah. You know, people, you know, they be in and out, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, but close to 30 or 40 employees. I don't like to say employees, I like to say more team members.
What inspired you to become the entrepreneur you are today?
Like I said before, just the situation working in corporate America. And, you know, look, people don't know, when I was in high school, you know, I was the one going to, shout out to them Carl Cougars. I got to shout out my high school. Shout out to the coaches over there at Carl. Bryce Brown, Nick Foster, Norman Randall, Nick Watkins, Jared Jones, man, all them boys, man, over there, man. Shout out to them Cougars, man. But I used to go to Sam's Club in the morning time before I went to school. When you went to get the Big Texas cinnamon buns, the Capri Suns, the Frito-Lay chips, which I wound up working for Frito-Lay. Well, that's the corporate job that I used to work, that I had worked for 6.5 years. Shout out to Frito-Lay. But the Frito-Lay chips, the Snickers, the Milky Way, I know I'm plugging them right now, but just used to get that, put it in a bag, and then bring it to school and then resell it. So I was doing that in high school, doing that, and then once I got out of high school, once the bell rang, I ain't gonna say got out of high school, once the bell rung, if I wasn't in football practice, I used to do door-to-door sales for the Times-Picayune. People don't know that. So I used to go knock on people's doors, like we used to get in the van, they drop us off in any neighborhood, whether that be the East, whether that be the Ninth Ward, whether it be on the West Bank, wherever, they drop us off anywhere, and just we go door-to-door trying to sell newspaper subscriptions. 3 months for $22, I think I remember it, and did extremely well with that. But you know, I done sold coffee, I done did it, man, I did all kind of pyramids. I always just been a hustler. You know what I'm saying? I always had multiple jobs. That's all, you know, it's just in my blood. So it's just always kind of been that, I always had that entrepreneurial spirit inside of me. So the fact that when the food truck came around, I'm like, man, like when I was thinking about it, I'm like, man, this is something that I can do, and that, you know, I can make it the biggest in the country. I can make this food truck the biggest thing that people have seen. And you know, just how God had it, man. You know, I mean, that food truck had so many hits that it turned into a landmark on Google. So if you typed in the address, you would see we that food truck. So just big blessings, man. I'm just extremely blessed to come from a food truck to be in a situation to even be, you know, interviewing, you know, with y'all beautiful people. So
What are your responsibilities the most as a business owner?
As a business owner, everything that I do or don't do is a reflection on the business, and in return that affects the people who work there. And the people who work at We That have light bills, have house notes, have cell phone bills, have kids. So everything, like I said, that I do or don't do, I just keep it in mind, because I know that there's other people that's dependent on me. And I have, you know, people who are close to me, family members that work there, you know, people who I grew up with, people who I just know, you know, in the city. So it's, you know, and even outside of that, you know, people in general, I just have to make sure that I'm doing what I gotta do to make sure that I'm taking care of them. You know, my people are most important to me, because without the people, the food not gonna get cooked. I can't be in each location, I can't be in each store, I can't be in the stores all the time in the kitchen cooking, which I wish that's what I can do all day. I wish I could just be in a trap, just cooking food, like interacting with the customers. But it's a whole nother side of this, you know, it's a whole business side. And so, you know, my main focus is my people.
I know you had brushed up against why we are here today at this location, but I want you to share what makes it so unique and where we currently are and what people should look forward to.
Okay. Well, this particular location, the reason why I wanted us to do the interview is because, as you can see, it's kind of raw and uncut right now. The hood is up, but we have to move the hood over a little bit. So I got my architectural plans, but this location is going to be near and dear to me because this is going to be my first drive-through. And even besides it being a drive-through, it's near and dear to me because it's in New Orleans East. And, you know, a lot of people stay away from the East. The East gets so much bad publicity, and people don't know, like, the New Orleans East was the prominent place for people to live. and especially African American people to live. And it's just, I love my people. I love people in general, and it's just I'm coming to the East. Like, I don't have a problem being out here, So I want to bring my business out here, and hopefully other businesses will know, like, this is what people are. I think it's about 60 or 70,000 people that's in the New Orleans East location. So that's where I'm at. That's why I wanted to come. So it's going to be special, because I know the East doesn't really have that much right now. So it's going to be special. There's so many people that come from the East that travel and eat at We Dat, and they're like, man, when you coming to the East? When you coming to the East? Well, we here. So, I'm just very excited to be here. And then on top of it, it's going to be my first drive-through. It's a whole different style of business. It's a whole different type of operation. And I try to tell people all the time, I didn't go to culinary school. Like, all of this stuff is just me going through, trials and tribulations and kind of figuring everything out. So, just very, very excited about this. As you can see, I got the drive-through stripes, pointing, this way, and, you definitely got to get footage of like everything else, but you got, you're gonna have bumper cars, laser tag, arcades. Man, I don't know a place that they had like that besides Celebration Station. And I ain't, that was before Katrina, but my landlord just came in there young, man. He bringing it back, and this is just going to be an amazing complex. It's going to be great. It's going to be really, really great. So I'm very, very excited. I'm very excited and thankful and grateful for the opportunity, and blessed, man, for just the opportunity to come in this specific location. This is actually the old Liberty Bank. Shout out to Liberty Bank. Shout out to Liberty Bank. This was their old location. So definitely excited.
Share the outcomes from the struggles to becoming a success in the food restaurant chain.
Man, I got it. I got so many struggles, it ain't even really struggles, that look, stuff go wrong every day. Stuff break every day. I'm dealing with something new every day. I'm constantly learning every day. You go back, dating back to the food truck catching on fire on me in the inside, and my engine going out, and my head gasket on the engine blowing, and flat tires happening, and my clutch going out on it, and my electricity going out on it, in the middle of cooking, and my generator breaks on me. What you want? It breaks me down all the way. I get broken down every day in my businesses now. It's stuff that always happens, and that just comes with doing business. And every time you think that you're going, it's something that happens. That's just the nature of the business. And most importantly, that's the way my life is set up. Like, nothing in my life has ever been handed to me. Nothing in my life has ever been given to me. I've always had to work for everything. I'm out the 7 Ward, 20. I'm not gonna give the address because I know that spot is actually occupied right now. But I grew up in a shotgun house in the 7 Ward off of Raleigh Street. So I grew up experiencing just hard times. You be from New Orleans, man. I shout out to my city, man. My city. Some of the most beautiful, talented, just resilient people that this world has ever seen. Just our culture is like no other. It's the reason why New Orleans is the #1 tourist destination in the world. Just so shout out to my city, because to be honest with you, it's funny to come in contact with people who have came to the food truck and are currently still supporting We Dat now till this day. My boy Darren posted the picture that he put up, he used to pull up on a food truck on his bike. So shout out to my bro, but just New Orleans in general, man. I'm stamped, and I got another tattoo with the Florida leaf on top of it, and I actually got New Orleans, Louisiana tatted over my heart. I got my family on me. I got my mom and my grandmother. Rest in peace to my grandmother. I wish my grandmother could have been around to see this. I never forget when I bought my truck, and I was going through, when I was driving it back from Alabama to New Orleans, I caught a flat tire on the side of the road, and it was one thing after another happening on that journey going on, and she was the first person to greet me. Excuse me. She was the first person to greet me when I pulled up, and I was just deflated then. That trip from Alabama back to New Orleans, I was deflated, just all the trials and tribulations that had happened, and she was the first person to greet me, and I'll never forget her hugging me, man. My grandma liked this tall, and no, I'll never forget her hugging me, man, and just putting her arms around me, and I felt like she was like 7 feet tall, man, and I just was confident, and she told me, man, God got his hands on you, you're gonna do some amazing things with this truck. And I just, and 2 weeks later, my grandmother passed away. But I wish my grandmother was here. So, but just that'd be my motivation. You know what I'm saying? Like just to keep on going. Like it's just everything that I've ever accomplished. Like everything, like the people, like it's always like it's so many stories behind that. Like it's always like me. It's always an uphill battle for me. So, and I rather it that way. I like it that way because, especially in this city, you gotta earn respect every day. I earn the respect of my city every day. People coming in there, giving us a try, finding out about it. And, when you got 3,000 other restaurants in the city and, what's gonna make somebody come choose you, you know what I'm saying? So, I just try to give people, every plate, every time. That's what I tell my team. Every plate, every time, gotta be right. Every plate, every time. These people spending their hard-earned money, and people are, they not perfect and they make mistakes. But when it's a mistake that's given to me, or people tell me, I do what I gotta do to correct it. You know what I'm saying? So, I said all that to say, man, shout out to my city, man. Shout out to my city for all the love and support.
How has your influence on social media assist you with your business?
Oh man, it's huge. I mean, it's a blessing from God. I use my platform for positivity. You know what I'm saying? My platform helps me to get my content out to the world. We've been blessed. We got 258,000 followers on Instagram, and I mean that's a lot. And it's all organic, and it's huge, because if I have something that I want to introduce, content that I need to get out, I'm able to do it. I use my platform, just to spread just a lot of peace, a lot of love, a lot of positivity. I like to highlight a lot of students that's doing good. I've had some footage that I posted up today about that, and just love, man. Just spread love. So my social media has helped me tremendously. It helps me big time. So,
how do you manage to keep relationships with other influencers across the globe?
If it ain't on Instagram, liking pictures of, a lot of people, I have their personal numbers, though I talk to them. We don't talk as much as we used to, but I understand that first, a lot of times, it's to the point where it's in, going to my social media, it's hard for me to do that and do a lot of other stuff in the business. So I have a team that helps manage and run my social media. So a lot of times I don't know what people have going on, and I might miss a lot of stuff because I just don't be on the gram like that anymore. But I text and call and run into other influencers all the time. You know what I'm saying? We talk offline all the time, or we together offline, all the time. I mean, you may not see it on Instagram, but we talk, we together. So, but I mean, also, man, we all trying to build our own individual empire, and that's not just the influencers, but you got everybody is trying to build an empire. Everybody trying to do something. Everybody doing something. So, the fact that, I mean, we not kids anymore. We trying to get it. So a lot of times people say that, used to hear people say, man, it's not enough hours in the day. Like, it's just not. Like, when I get up, my day by the minute is planned out. And I have so much stuff back to back that's going on that it's like, man, I just woke up and now here it is, it's 4, 5 o'clock. And that's just the story of my life. But you know what, like, just, talking about Kobe Bryant, like, rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. Like, that was just a real eye opener, I think, to the world, but me most importantly, because one, he was so young, and it just go to show you that one of the things he says, like, man, you have to maximize on your day. And it's like, that's what I feel incomplete if I'm not getting stuff done. So, you know what I'm saying, man, shout out to Kobe, man. Shout out to, his entire family, man. Shout out to everybody who has been affected by him. A lot of his close friends, prayers for his daughter who passed away as well. Man, it's just very, very sad, man. But I brought that up to say that, you just gotta maximize. You just gotta push every day just to the limit, man. Like, you just have to. And even when you're tired, like, you just gotta keep on going, because you never know now how long you have here. And that's just where I'm at with it. You tell people, man, that you love them. You know what I'm saying? Tell people that you love them. Tell people that you care about them. All them old relationships that may have a strain on it, or for whatever reason, for small, minute stuff, man, that stuff is not important. So, but yeah, I mean, that's that.
Share with us how you came about having your own seasoning on the shelf of our local grocery stores.
So people always come in town and ask me, like, about, like, man, well, they'd be like, man, where can I purchase this sauce? So that's where it originally came from. The sauce is what really sparked the idea and kind of branched off with the seasoning. Like I said, I teamed up with my boy Chef Will Jones, because he had his own seasoning line. I'm like, bro, look, I want to come up with my own blend, or whatever the case may be. Can you help me? And he helped me. We went back and forth with the ideas and the ingredients and trying to get everything right, or whatever the case may be. And finally got it right. But the seasoning, like a lot of well-known chicken spots in New Orleans, like, that's what is the secret ingredient behind why the chicken tastes so good. And I was like, man, now it's like that's all we put on the chicken. Is like, it has, like, the chicken just on a whole, the taste is just, man, on a whole nother level. I mean, the seasoning is amazing. Put it on steaks, you can put it on eggs, you can put it on chicken, you put it on fish, you can put it on you can put it in anything. Red beans, you can put it on in pasta. But I mean, people send me pictures, send me direct messages of them at work with it in a purse, in a briefcase. So, like, they carry this around with them because they put it on everything. And but the fact that off the charts. Non-stop. It's the dude with my food truck in LA. I come back. But so we came up with the seasoning. We got the Creole seasoning, and then we got the garlic parmesan. But just teaming up with the local supermarket, Rouse's, it's it's really, really mind-blowing to me, the different blessings that, I remember going to the grocery store with my mama. I hated going to the grocery store. But I remember, like, going in the grocery store, and the first thing that they do is pick up the ad paper. or have when the ad paper used to come through the mail on Sundays to get the coupons or whatever the case may be, see what's on sale. And I just remember, like, and it's like for me now, this week we featured in the Super Bowl ad, we got the garlic parmesan, the Creole seasoning, that's in Rouse's ad. It's like right there in the ad paper for every customer that comes through their store to see that. We're the only seasoning on the seasoning aisle that's on sale right now. And it's Super Bowl week. So the fact that it just goes to show me, man, you think that you can get elevated by God, you have no idea. And it's just like, that was just like, boom. And it's just like, it's a whole nother wave of people that's going to be exposed to weed in some form or fashion. But the fact that Rouse has gave me the opportunity to be in the store, it's amazing. You know, it's a blessing. Like I said, it's a blessing from God, man. I'm thankful for that. Like, and we just constantly building on that partnership, constantly, you know, building on that relationship and fine tuning everything, you know, having product in the stores, making sure the shelves are always up to standard, always up to par, and, you know, just, you know, working. But we working on our Sweet Heat seasoning that I'm gonna drop. I just gave y'all that, or whatever the case may be. And like I said, most importantly, where it all stemmed from was the sauce, and we working on that Wazam sauce. So we coming out with with our own Wazam sauce, and I know that's because that's really what the people want. The people want that buffalo sauce, the Wazam wings. That's the #1 selling wings, the Wazam wings. And you know, we about to give it to them. So it's all in the works, man. Just constantly working, constantly got opportunities that's being presented, constantly got different projects that we working on, and, you know, just trying to keep on elevating every day, man. The marathon continues. Rest in peace to Nip the Great. So Nipsey Hussle.
If you had one piece of advice to someone just starting out, what would it be?
Keep going. I would tell you, if you are an entrepreneur and like you just getting started and things, it feels like you want to quit or you want to give up, or I would just say, man, keep on going. You gotta keep on putting in. Like, you know, you gotta keep on grinding at it. You know, you gotta keep on just, you know, you put in, what you put in is what you're gonna get out of it. So if anytime adversity hits you, and if you don't know what adversity is something that's going wrong. Anytime adversity hits you, that's the first thing you want to do is quit. Then, you know, like, I would tell you not to, but, you know, you need to figure out make sure that what it is that you're doing, first of all, is something that you gonna wake up every day and love to do. I love doing what I do. I love being able to serve the community. I love to be able to be a positive public figure in the city. I love to be able to talk to students. I love to be able to, you know, when people see me and, you know, I ate at the restaurant the other day, man. It was A1. I love that kind of stuff, man. But, you know, like I said, it's just a lot of trials and tribulations that I experience and that I still experience, you know, on a whole nother level. You know, the whole old phrase, different level, different devil. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. So, you know, you just gotta, when it happens, when things are going wrong in your life, sometimes you gotta take a step back. You gotta dig deep. You know, you just gotta, you know, you gotta swallow whatever it is, and you gotta, you know, bob and weave as much as you can, and you just gotta keep on going. You know, one thing that helps me is, you know, I try to, because I'm in my vehicle a lot, I like to, you know, put on my gospel music or whatever the case may be, so I can stay grounded and I can stay in peace, because it's so much, man, I get hit in so many, it's my phone. Sometimes my phone it goes dead by 1 o'clock in the daytime. just from all the times I'm on the phone and things happening, and I'm serving as being a firefighter, you know, putting stuff, you know, putting fires out, and this happening, that happening. Just a lot. You just, you know, you just gotta just stay grounded, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I do. I fast a lot, I work out, you know, a lot. Shout out to my brother, Mo Flippin', second to none. Y'all go check them out. They just opened up a brand new location. But I try to eat right. You know, I'm mentally, physically, spiritually, man, just better. Just in the trap, man. I don't sleep. There's no sleep. Like it's sun up to sundown with this, man. Like I'm literally from one call to the next, or one meeting to the next, or one store to the next, and it's just like, I don't know if I got bags under my eyes or not, but you know, it's come with the territory. I don't cry about nothing that I prayed for. So, but I would tell you, if I said all that to say, man, don't give up. That's it. Do not give up. I mean, especially if you're from New Orleans, you know how we built. You know how we coming. So you gotta just keep on going, man. Just one foot in front of the other. That's it.
Where can we find you on social media and other media platforms?
My social media IG handle is We Dat Food Truck, WEDAT FOODTRUCK with the underscore at the back. Facebook is We Dat Food Truck, and my personal Facebook is my name, Greg Artillery. So, and I got a Twitter. I don't know what my Twitter is. My Twitter is like GTIL, which is my nickname, GTIL Noop, NUPE. And like people like, well, what the Noop is? I'm a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. So I created that Twitter handle a long time ago. So, but shout out to my university, Tuskegee. That was the best decision that I made, was leaving New Orleans and going to Alabama for school. That was by far the best situation for me. Shout out to my mama, because I wanted to go to school originally to stay close to home in Louisiana, and my mom was like, "No, you're not. You ain't going." I ain't gonna tell you what she really told me, but you know but it was, you know, the best thing that I could have done by going out there to Alabama, met some amazing people. Just HBCU college was just 3,500 students on campus, man. Everybody was family. So, and it's so crazy, you know, to see my old, not only my high school classmates come in the stores or whatever the case may be, they here, but to see people that come to New Orleans that is from other places in the world that went to Tuskegee with me, to come to the restaurant to support, it's amazing, man. It's a great feeling. So that's a lot of motivation that, you know, I self-motivate, you know what I'm saying? Because for me, I see the bigger picture, and I know, you know, I know, you know, where I want to take this, and you know, but I'm doing it with the support of everybody, man. People come from near and far, man. And I remember when I got the first location on Canal Street, they didn't have them condominiums and them hotels across the street. They didn't have that. And, you know, now, man, it's all built up, and look at old We Dat. You know what I'm saying? So, big blessings, that's it.